Welcome to Kraft Chiropractic, everyone. I'm your host today, Dr. Christina, and today's episode of Turn the Power On is all about the basics of kettlebell strength training. I absolutely love using the kettlebell. I have been using kettlebells for over 25 years in my strength training, from high school sports to college activities and beyond. And as a semi kind of retired power lifter at this point in my life, strength training isn't maybe as important as it used to be for me when we talk about really moving heavy things, but it's still really important for me in my profession as a chiropractor and now animal chiropractor. So today I would like to show you 5 of my favorite kettlebell exercises that I use regularly. And I have been doing these types of exercises for a really long time, and I show my patients even how to use them here in the office as well. These exercises can be for the beginner with the kettlebell, beginner for strength training. Strength training, you guys, by the way, the benefits of strength training include better digestion, better sleep, obviously better metabolism, better overall muscle to fat ratio, so that that metabolism is so important. Better balance and proprioception, which is really why I'm talking about kettlebell today. Strength training for the chiropractor, strength training for the animal chiropractor. It's really important to stay on top of your strength training at least 3 to 5 sessions per week, in my opinion. Everybody has a different opinion regarding that. But my 5 favorite exercises are the sumo, deadlift, high pull. We're going to show you that. The squat thruster. We're going to show you that as well. Dumbbell rows, triceps press, and the dumbbell swing. I'm going to show this today. You're going to do this for yourself at home. I'm going to recommend 3 sets of 10. So 3 sets of 10 for me is a great number. You might do 3 sets of 15 or 4 sets of 10, whatever you feel is good. These exercises should be done in sequence right away, one after the other, with a small, maybe 90-second break between sets, and then doing them again, your 3 sets of 10. So the sumo high pull. Okay, first of all, I use a 25-pound kettlebell. Everybody should be able to easily pick up 25 pounds. So 25-pound kettlebell this is from Shields. This is where I get these. You can kind of see what they look like up close, okay? 25-pound kettlebell, I think from young to old, teenager at least, teenager to adult, you should be able to hold a 25-pound kettlebell. If you cannot, back it down, but I'm going to highly recommend 25 pounds is probably what you need to work up to, or if not, a little bit heavier for some of you men. Okay, so some of my women that are listening here, you've got the strength mama bears, you've got the strength chiropractors and animal chiropractors that are watching this. I know you do. If you're new to strength training, though, this could be really heavy for you, but you need to put some challenge into your body in order to incorporate what we would call building strength. Okay, I love using the kettlebell. So this is my grip strength test. Feels pretty good. Okay, you should be able to carry this around for a while too, which is another exercise that I could show you. Just farmer carrying 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell like this is an exercise to help strengthen the core, helps strengthen your spinal stability muscles and things like that. The sumo high pull, get yourself into your bare feet if you can. Maybe put on some flat shoes, some tennis shoes is fine. I love to train in my bare feet when I can. Just don't drop your kettlebell on your toes, even if you have shoes. So I love a bare foot on my yoga mat. Okay, you're gonna stand wide stance. You're gonna let that dumbbell, or that kettlebell I should say, just hang in between. Now you should be able to easily, toes, patella, knee, you should be able to squat down and pick this up easily, okay, with a nice raised flat back, okay, picking that up, okay, 3 sets of 10, okay, we'll do one of this exercise first, sets of 10, and then the next exercise I'll show you in a minute. But the sumo high pull is a full body exercise that's going to strengthen, first of all, your balance. It's going to strengthen your glutes, your legs, your hamstrings, your quads, your core, but you're also going to get a little extra shoulder work by raising that kettlebell right up to underneath your chin. Okay? I even touch the weight down on the floor. Okay? Next exercise is the squat thruster. I'm not going to teach squat in this video. So many of us have been taught to squat properly, improperly. We're not even gonna go there. My squat is a little bit narrower than some. Sometimes people have a little bit wider squat. I actually squat with my toes out just a bit. It's more of a powerlifting style, okay? So I'm gonna pick up that kettlebell and holding it in both hands like this, at the bunny ears, we're gonna call it. And the squat thruster is sitting back, elbows almost touch the knees, and squatting that weight and throwing that weight up without dropping it on your head. Okay, squat thrust. You can also do this with dumbbells. The kettlebell is just a lot more fun. Squat thrust. Let me show that to you from the side. Okay, you want to make sure you sit yourself back. Your knees are not going to go over your toes. And you're pushing that weight, thrusting up to the ceiling. Okay, that's your second one. My next favorite exercise with the kettlebell is dumbbell rows. And why I love dumbbell rows is because it's going to train the back. And the back is really important to stay strong in us chiropractors. Our arms are important too, and our legs, but our back is really important. Every time that we give a thrust into a person or into an animal, as an animal chiropractor, we take forces back. It's physics. So we adjust into you, we actually take a force back. And that's why it's so important to have, there's a little message coming in here. It's just super important to have strength training in your regimen and in your routine. And it's also super important, extra important for the chiropractor, because that's what I am. And I know those of you that are chiropractors that are watching this, or animal chiropractors that are watching this or listening to this, you may or may not know that just these few exercises right here could be a game changer to your practice and your longevity as a chiropractor, or as a massage therapist if you're watching this, or as an animal chiropractor. Because right behind me here, guys, these bales, I actually stack them up and get on top of them to do adjustments to horses. And my body takes a completely different toll of forces back at me when I'm working with those large animals. So I've gotten back to my strength training to also improve my skill as a human and now animal chiropractor. Next one's up, number 3, dumbbell rows. You're gonna pick up that weight, splitting your stance, facing one way on your yoga mat, slightly bending forward, keeping your back flat, and you're gonna use this and you're gonna row. You're gonna bring the elbow back. And you're not throwing the weight back down, you're guiding it up, guiding it down. Each rep is an elbow up. Okay, and 25 pounds is pretty heavy, but you should be able to do it. If it's too much, take down to 10, take down to 15, okay? You guys, you know what to do. Go heavier if you want. I'm gonna just show you what that looks like. I'm even holding my hand here on my other thigh for some balance. And you don't have to twist like this so much. It's just a small movement, keeping your elbow tucked in and bringing that back, okay? That's your third exercise that I love. Tricep press is next. Triceps are really important in, well, all of us, but for the chiropractor that's manually adjusting, we actually flick with our triceps and adjust, especially when I'm adjusting horses. It comes from my triceps. It's a real quick speed with a low force, but high velocity. Okay, it's real quick. And keeping my triceps in shape, if you will, is really important, but it's more of a making sure that my triceps are firing properly. And I like to do this exercise with a little extra oomph, and you can giggle at me if you want. You want to pick up your kettlebell, you're going to hold it by the bunny ears, flip it over to the top of your head like this. Okay, maybe I'll go down to my knees so you guys can see this a little bit better. The elbows stay close, tucked to the head, and you just press. But I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to exhale. And I'm going to do 3 sets of 10 of that as well. Again, you'd be doing these all exercises, 3 sets or 10 reps of each, and then do it again. And then do it again. 3 sets of each of these. The tricep press with 25 pounds is going to be a challenge by the time you get to that 10th rep. And it should be. And then the last one that I'm going to show you today, kind of obvious, the kettlebell swing. Super popular with kettlebells. Sometimes if you go to a circuit class, you might have a kettlebell section, in your class. Kettlebell swings, okay? I'm actually gonna just stay and face you. I'd like to do a nice wide stance, grabbing onto that kettlebell. You're gonna kind of swing down and make that kettlebell go parallel to the floor while you kind of stand up and straighten the legs, okay? And you're gonna do 10 of those in your sequence. So those 5 exercises have been game changer for me, getting back my strength after graduating from chiropractic school, from animal chiropractic school. I took some time off from the gym. I wasn't able to get in as often as I would like to, and I could tell. So I'm getting back, and I'm also showing you guys what you guys can be doing on your own, at the gym, in your yard, in your basement, or out in your garage. Simple things you can do with the kettlebell. And it's been a game changer for me to get back, and I want to share these things with you because I know so many of you have told me, my patients, family, and friends, how your body has changed during the pandemic. I'm going to also raise my hand to that, and I would have to say that I agree that my body also has changed as well. We have been exposed with a lot more stress hormones maybe over the last few years, and so many of us, our bodies have changed. Or if you are postpartum right now and you're looking to kind of get back to some strength training once you're ready to do so, the kettlebell can be wonderful for you. That's a great thing to think about. If you're wanting to have a family, both mom and dad, it's important to strength train and to keep your body and your muscle mass up. I think it's important to start using the kettlebell as well. But you can come back to this exercise video and watch my exercise video again and see if something that you want to start incorporating into your day, which would be fantastic for you. So to recap, the first exercise is the sumo high pull, then the squat thruster, the dumbbell rows, the tricep press, and the swings. 3 sets of 10. Try doing that at least 3 times per week. Tell me how much better you feel. Those of you that are my patients that are watching this, you're going to feel better. You should feel better. Plus you're going to sweat a little bit. You're going to boost your metabolism. You're going to maybe start dropping some of that fat and gaining more muscle, which is what we all want. It's important to keep that waistline smaller than your hips. The waistline needs to be smaller than the hips if you want to prevent things like diabetes, heart disease, things like that, okay? Super important for us to share with you today this important message around strength training. Now, this is super basic stuff. I think that all of you that are going to watch this and need some extra insights, make sure you find yourself a nice trainer at the club that you're a part of right now, and have them incorporate some kettlebell work into your exercises and see how much fun you have. Or if you're already at a gym that's using kettlebell but haven't been using them for a while, go back to them again and see how much more fun. Kind of mixes things up a little bit when you use the kettlebell. Again, you can research kettlebell exercises on YouTube, online. There's probably thousands, if not millions, of kettlebell videos on YouTube. But this one's really specific for the chiropractor, the animal chiropractor, the massage therapist today. It's important for you to stay well, stay hydrated, and staying well in your mind as well as your emotions. And when we do exercise, that helps our mind and emotions as well. So, benefits of strength training. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better. You're going to improve your muscle mass. Okay, I highly recommend trying my 5 kettlebell exercises. Thanks for tuning in today. If you want to reach out to me, or if you have any questions about kettlebell or chiropractic or animal chiropractic, please reach out, 218-789-1811. Find all of the things at drchristinakraft.com and my animal chiropractic waiting list there as well at drchristinakraft.com. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and grab yourself a kettlebell. Go over to Shields in Fargo and grab yourself a kettlebell. 25 pounds for men and women. I highly recommend at least that much weight. See what your body can do, and take it one day at a time, guys, okay? We'll see you next time.